Hey guys, have you ever wondered why we say a dog is a man's best friend? Have you ever wondered where it came from? Now, when I ask this question, I don't mean what are the characteristics of a dog that make us want to say a dog is a man's best friend, because that's pretty much a no-brainer. A dog represents unconditional love. You can pretty much do anything to it, almost anything to it. It's always going to come running back to you, wagging its tail, with his tongue hanging out, with a silly look in his eyes, wanting you to pet him. And they're willing to give love and receive love, and that's why people love dogs, and we think that's why we say a dog is a man's best friend. Perhaps that's what we mean when we say it. However, that's not what I'm really talking about, because I don't even really want to talk about unconditional love right now too much, because I used to believe in it a lot. I just think it's a dangerous concept. However, what I do mean is, where did it literally come from? When did we first start saying it? Well, here is where it comes from, and I hope you like this. I hope you remember it. It's 1869. 1869. George Vest was an attorney in Warrensburg, Missouri, and he was representing a client whose beloved hunting dog was shot and killed by a neighboring sheep farmer. They went to court over this. They didn't say why he killed it. I guess we can probably imagine and be pretty close to it. But they went to court, and in the summation, George Vest delivered a speech called Tribute to a Dog. Now, the dog's name was Old Drum. That's quite a name. I just can't, I don't know where you come up with names like that. Old Drum. And in tribute to a dog, I guess the speech was so moving that the jury wept. The jury literally wept, and he won the case. He won that case. So, anyway, he used the phrase, a dog is a man's best friend, I guess speaking about Old Drum, or maybe dogs in general, and it became a part of the public lexicon, in American rhetoric. The speech was so famous that it was published widely over and over again. School children memorized it. It became a model for how speeches should be written and delivered, and it became a model for public speakers. And that's how famous it was. I haven't ever looked it up to read it for myself. I don't know if it's out there, but I'm sure it probably is. And George Vest actually became a senator 10 years later in Missouri. Oh, there you have it. That's why we say a dog is a man's best friend. There's nothing really there's no life lessons here or anything like that. It's just kind of fun facts. I just like stuff like that. They're just great. Anyway, I have a dog, and it's a lab mix. His name is Tucker, and I really thought about, seeing if I could get him on camera, but every time, he's a real smart dog, highly trainable, very highly trainable. But whenever you get him in front of a camera, like a phone, he knows. Somehow he knows that you're capturing his image, and he will not cooperate. He all of a sudden becomes dumb. Although, if he knows, maybe that means he's actually pretty smart. But it kind of reminds me of one of my children who are really shy, that you try to take a picture of him or her, and they run away. But that's the way this dog is. You just can't hardly get him on camera with you. But he's a good dog. In fact, he's the only dog I've ever had in my life that didn't just run off. If you open the door, have you ever had dogs like that? You open the door and they go. Not this dog. He stays with us. Now, he might wander off a little bit, but all I have to do is whistle or call his name a little bit. He runs right back over to us. That I enjoy. I enjoy having a dog like that. I don't know if it says more about the dog or if it says more about how he feels about us. I don't know. Maybe it's just what he does. But I always hated that growing up. When we had dogs, you just could not control. You had to always watch it when you open the door. Now we have 2 cats, one of which will do that. And that's another story for another day. But anyway, that's why we say a dog is a man's best friend. So do you have a dog? Do you have a dog with a weird name like Old Drum? I mean, that's pretty, I guess back then they did give their animals strange names. I've read that quite commonly, the 1800s. But anyway, that's what I've got for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll come back at you with another one here shortly, I'm sure. If you liked it, hit a thumbs up, and feel free to share it if you want, and subscribe if you haven't. And I appreciate all your time. I will catch you again later. Bye-bye.